is David Keller. I'm a jiu-jitsu athlete. I own a masonry company. I've been laying block all my life, extremely physical labor. So I've been doing that since I was 15 years old. And I've been training Brazilian jiu-jitsu and competing since I was 17. I was on a trip with some buddies and we started all lifting together, and it kind of turned into a competition on the bench press. And I ended up benching a little bit too much and I tore my pec completely off the bone. And some of my jiu-jitsu friends I was talking to, and a buddy of mine introduced me to your company, Forever Young. And I actually called around. You weren't the first person that I actually called. I called around. Everyone was just like, yeah, come in, yada, 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 nothing, cut and dry. And then I got on the phone with you, and I think our first conversation, we talked for probably 45 minutes. You cared, was asking a lot of questions. I came in and I sat down and talked to you kind of after I had already talked to the doctors and they told me what was involved. I was going to have to go under surgery. The time I was going to be out of commission there, you sat down with me and we got a game plan together of what you thought the best route would be to take, including peptides and to kind of speed the recovery along. Because I was really nervous. I was extremely scared, especially when they started telling me I was going to be out, 9 to 12 months with no lifting, no pushing, basically just, hanging my arm by my side. So that was a little nerve-wracking for me, especially being so physically active with work, with teaching, with everything. It was going to be a huge lifestyle change. I came in, we did the blood test, and I think within a day or two we had the results. I was shocked. That was definitely not what I expected at all. I had surgery. The first week after surgery, I started the peptides, and I followed the instructions that you gave us. And within 1 month, they wanted me to go to physical therapy to start getting range of motion. They didn't want everything, the pec tightening up, but they also wanted to give it a little bit of time for the swelling to go down. So when I went in, first of all, they were kind of like a little shocked because there was no swelling. The arm was obviously, I wasn't able to move it and do much with it, but there was no swelling at all. And so they're feeling around a little bit. And my physical therapist told me, he said, "This is shocking. I've never seen 1 month after surgery, no swelling." And we went in to do range of motion and test my grip strength and see where we're at. And my grip strength between my right hand and my left hand was only 2 pounds difference, which is really good, especially with the arm sitting for a month without really doing anything. We did the range of motion and I was able to hit it on the first shot, because they wanted to get me in the second month, they wanted to get me to a 30 degree angle. And I was able to do that the first try. And he's like, I think I'd just be scamming you if I told you to come in for the next month. So my surgeon that operated on my pec told me that he had never seen healing this quick or this rapid, never seen range of motion back this quick. He had never seen the swelling go down that quick. So he was extremely impressed. So I'm fully active. I've been laying block with my guys out in the field every day. I train jiu-jitsu. I'm back on the mats almost every day. Training, full sparring and physical to contact 100%. I was about 3 times a week. I've been in the gym probably about every other day. I'm at the 2.5 month mark when I thought, like 9 months is when they wanted to start introducing me back to weights. Just a weird thing is I always had a clicking in my wrist from laying block. I had my trowel hand because I'm right-handed, so I'm always grabbing block with my left hand, and I was injecting my left arm. And that clicking actually went away as well. Like I had a problem just with, I'd turn it'd tighten up. I don't know what it was. I've always had it since about 3 years into laying block, and gone. Crazy. Changed my life. To be completely honest, for someone as active as myself, I enjoy activity, and especially when the injury hit, especially I'm 26 years old, so when you tear your pec and they're telling you you're not going to do anything for a year, it changed everything. From the moment I walked in here, I realized I was scared for the first time. And after I sat down and talked with you guys, I had a peace, and it literally changed my life. With everything that I could say, I just have nothing but good to say about you guys. I would recommend it 100%. I definitely recommend going to Forever Young in Chandler and getting their blood test done. If you guys do that, use the link below and you guys will get $50 off your first blood test. Highly recommend it. It'll change your life.